What is up YouTube, it is Matty, and the first thing you might notice is my voice is gone. I have got a cold, so I apologise for that. I'm going to try and muscle through this video, and yeah, it was a huge arranged war versus Peuerbach. So PwC versus Peuerbach in a massive shootout. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of an idea of how the war actually went in terms of performance-wise, both sides. And then we'll go through some of our attacks, which is what we normally do. So firstly, it all starts at Town Hall 9, and how that Town Hall 9 performance goes, because that normally warrants: do you get some Town Hall 9 scouts? Do you have to dip? And that does take it into the final results quite often. So on Peuerbach had to, I think, 3 dips in total. And it just what it just means is obviously there's Town Hall 10 attacks, less Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 triple attempts. But what it normally comes down to, which you're going to see, is how good are the Town Hall 11s at tripling. So both sides of Town Hall 9s were cleared. A couple of dips done by Peuerbach. And on both sides as well, you'll see that there were 3 Town Hall 11s. So it went 1 to 3 on Town Hall 11, 4 to 11 on Town Hall 10, and then 12 to 30 on Town Hall 9. So 1, 2 and 3 were all 2-starred by Town Hall 10s, and the same on their side, although we did have some pretty shaky performance with a couple of fails on 2, one by myself, one by Psycho, and then Fan was actually able to end up getting the 2-star. But yeah, I mean, that's the idea. If you can get your 10s to 2-star the 11s, it means that the 11s are free to dip. And if you actually scroll through, you got dip, 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 and then we got 3 actual 10 on 10 triples right at the bottom of the field, with 11, 10 and 9. On our side, there was a dip there by GoVaHo. Unfortunately, Sweetheart wasn't able to take down Fam. GoVaHo was able to take down number 6, Nick, and Basti was able to take down Sean. So you can see again quite a few dips. But then my base took 5 hits, with the second hit of it being a 98%, and they were just not able to finish me off, which is 91% there by Dito as well. Dip fail by Basti. And then Psycho was 3-starred by Big Clanger. So 8 on 4 for the Town Hall 10 triples, and it just came down to those 11s absolutely smashing them. So it was a really strong war throughout. It was the bases felt strong, it felt competitive. So yeah, huge shout out to the guys at Peuerbach. Now you can see the total triple count was 27 on 23. And you can, if you actually look through, you can see the attempts on me just not quite hitting home. But anyway, let's kickstart the video and go into some actual replays. We've got some really strong 10 and 11 content for you here. So Omar taking down number 11, clearly level 1 Inferno Towers, and he's actually going to do a Laloon attack. So it's rare to see. It's actually not as rare as you'd think. I think there's a couple of Laloons this time, so get ready for that. A bit of basic funneling to start off the raid. My throat is in agony, and what he's trying to do is get into at least one of those air defences, and obviously the Inferno Tower if he can get it down. Using Valkyries as part of the kill squad is a strong idea, because they are so effective at just taking down everything. So question is, can he get one of those air defences down? The Queen is moving into a good position. King has taken down that Inferno Tower. The Queen has gone. Air defence is about to go. Pops the ability there, and he might actually be able to get another air defence hit if the Queen... No, she's gone the wrong way. I was thinking she might then, but it's fine. Only taking 1 air defence is cool if you've got an Inferno Tower and the Queen with it, because now you can just start the Laloon. And you can basically, I was going to say you can ignore the other Inferno Tower, but it depends how the pathing works, and you can see there's quite a few build defences that need to go down before that Inferno Tower, so a freeze was a good idea. Hound's moving through onto that final air defence now. double pop there, which is fantastic. The third hound's looking really high on health, so he's not going to pop at all. But yeah, overall, awesome Laloon. Great execution. Love that little wall breaker at the end there to try and get in. But it was just that the kill squad was strong because it was their town or 9 level defences, and you've got those higher levels of the heroes, level 5 Valks to go and help with the kill squad as well. It all just means that it's that little bit simpler when you've got someone, especially someone as strong as Omar, going into to try and take down the base. So really solid hit by him. Great job on the triple. Just a bit of cleanup to go, and then we will be done and on to the next video. So let's have a look. Next one we've got is number 10 with Nick. Let's check out what Nick was able to do. It is, as you can see, it's essentially like Queen Walk Valk hit. Couple of loons there. I'm wondering if it's going to be CC Hogs. Very well might even be a CC Golem. We'll find out soon. Queen Walker's started. He's going to have an instant issue with the first air defense. This is the one I failed on, I've just realised. So there was a few break-ins and outs you had to do to achieve what you needed to on this base, and that was to set you up. Good couple of minions there at the top side to clear off those buildings. That was a smart choice, get that done early. So this opener was actually done. It was Omar that did the first hit, and I think he got like 93% or something. He got really close. It just didn't quite. It just didn't quite work out for him. For me, I messed up the deployment a little bit. My wall breaker placement was pretty shocking. But he's made sure he's got in and out with all those wall breakers and able to get into... It's getting into that expo, which is kind of key here. And getting the CC pull from a hog. And you can see that hog rider there. Great use. He's going to go straight in onto the right side of the mortar and pull that CC. Get in, get the CC out. Poison spell should be going down to deal with the clan castle. This is a bit I got wrong on my raid. And then... yeah, with the expo going down as well, if you can get that down, that's going to help. He did, and now it's just the break in. King down to distract, and here we go. This is the main hit here. A couple of hogs at the top side, which is quite interesting, and a couple of Valks to funnel, which is very strong use, because now all those Valkyries need to go in and get to both Inferno Towers. Rage spell there to push them through. Jump spell should be going down very soon, and a heal spell, I would have thought. Oh no, heal spell here. Another rage spell, which is ballsy but good. But look how fast they're getting through, and that worked like an absolute charm. Getting easy onto that Inferno Tower. The King is there. The Inferno will melt those troops. Using the King ability was a good idea there. A couple of back end loons you can see. And here we go. Now onto that final air defense. That air defense going down is key because it will help those loons, and it did. A couple of minions on the back end. And he's looking good for the 3. So very strong hit. That initial walk was done by Omar. So fair play to him for sort of planning it out. I think I can't remember who he. I think it was Psycho he was planning it with. But anyway, that walk at the in at 6, out at 8, back in at 9. Round entry point exactly there. That was all done on the first scout. I attempted it and just completely fluffed it up on the wall breakers, so I was gutted. Anyway, Crime, Optimus Crime in with number 9. Let's check him out. So this is the final 10 on 10 triple we're going to see, and it is a Laloon attack, and it's level 2 Inferno Towers. Obviously it does make a big difference if they're only level 2s, because level 3s are considerably stronger. But let's have a look at what he's doing. So big wide funnel, Queen helping out in the funneling, and you've got your King Valkyries going in straight at the start into the first Inferno Tower. And in fact, I think the Queen's going to be left to sort of walk around the edge a little bit, but everything through that first Inferno Tower quite quickly. But now oh yeah, because I was thinking it was a Valk attack then for some reason, but no, the Valks were used to take down that first Inferno Tower, which is good if you can get that done, and the air defense. Queen is going to die, there's nothing you can do about that, but now with those hounds and loons going through, coming up to that second Inferno Tower, you can freeze an Inferno Tower and an air defense here. I'm assuming he's going to put the freeze where you can capture both, because it would make sense. Hit the loons are in now. Freeze would be good any time around now. There we go, look, and oh, I was thinking, could he catch that Tesla? Nearly caught it, but obviously got the two important things there, which was the Inferno Tower and the air defense. And look at that, so many loons left, hound left. If you can get an Inferno Tower down and an air defense down on a base that's, you know, a non-max Town Hall 10, you're going to be looking pretty strong. So I have yet to try one of these. I'm so scared. I've never honed Laloon to a level where I'd need to. I can't believe my Wi-Fi symbol's coming up. That is stupid. So yeah, maybe one day you'll see me crack a Laloon out. But hey, maybe with the friendly battles I might actually, because with the new introduction of the friendly battles coming into Clash of Clans, that'll give me some actual legitimate practice time to give Laloon a real attempt and see if I can do it. Bear with me one moment while we check our settings. Anyway guys, here we go into number 8, and now we are looking at a few Town Hall 11 dips. Dips are still good to see, 11 on 10s, because 10s are got a wide variation of base style, and yeah, and how you actually achieve the triple is quite interesting, because even though you have got the Grand Warden, which is a big advantage over Town Hall 10, it's not a given. If you still need to have a strong a strong attack plan, otherwise it will just fall apart very quickly. So here we go. Our Queen Walk started, a couple of giants down to distract a couple of defences. Probably a good idea considering the sheer amount of point defence which was over that area. A couple of wall breakers in to break in, and again such a high sort of DPS area for point defence. It's just crazy. It's dealing with the CC. Good use of rage there just to speed up the Queen, if anything. Another entry point. Golem now going to go in, and what he needs to do is get into these Inferno Towers quick and get out, but maybe use that Warden ability at good time to help out with the actual raid. Here we go. Warden is now in a good spot. Can he use the invulnerability ability soon? He's going to drop it soon, I think. What's he going to be waiting for? In fact, he's holding on so far. Valks are now pushing through into the final sort of section of the base. Jump spell is there. So just funneling happening at the moment. Queen, very strong sort of scouting to be able to sort of identify the use of the giants there for the break-in, but also to soak up some of that point defense. Here we go in with the Valkyries. Look, jump spell down to allow them into those compartments. A couple of loons on that cannon, and there you go, the hogs in from 12 o'clock. Now they're just going to come down onto those point defenses. They did get the Wizard Tower's attention, but the heal spell there was just to help them push through, which was looking pretty good. Gave those hogs that bit of extra health. Then they moved into the Warden sort of area and gained his health buff as well. So yeah, really strong hit. Good to see. I've just had that second look there. Next one by night. Let's have a little look at number 7, see if it's similar. And it's not. It's completely opposite. It's a Laloon. Look at this though. 4, is it 3 or 4 ground facing sorry, it's 3. It's Town Hall 10. 3 ground facing expos. 2 multi-target Inferno Towers. But it's a Laloon with a big amount of loons. 26 is crazy. What can he get done with this initial kill squad? Got the Golem in, the funneling's happening. King and Queen just bum rushing in now with the Warden. They need to get the Queen down. They need to preferably get an Inferno Tower down and an air defense down. Freeze spell, great use of it there. Actually stopping that Inferno Tower from doing the damage, giving the troops a chance to catch up. The Queen's in a very strong position. If the King can get the Golem down, which it looks like he can, great Warden ability use there. Here we go with the main bit. What can he get here? This is going to really help out with the Loon. 2 air defenses down, which is why he's been able to get
to bring so many loons, because if you've only got 2 air defences, you do not need 4 hounds. Yeah, in fact, 3 hounds is more than enough. So huge dropping of loons going around now. I mean, that is a lot. So let's see what happens here. Final hound going in onto the final air defense. You've got cord Teslas, and in fact the loons have just not pathed onto that Inferno Tower very well, but they've got there in the end. That rage spell helped them out. So many loons on the base, it's crazy. Yeah, it's rare to be able to get 2 air defences, an Inferno Tower and the Queen from an entry point, but it was such a strong entry, and that Warden ability just makes such a difference there, trying to allow him to just take down those, give him that extra time to take down those defences, and it was key because it just made the raid so much easier. So here we go, look, loads of pups on the field. Unfortunate air bomb there to weaken them all, but didn't stop the 3-star in the end. So great hit by Knight, really solid. Next one we're going to show is number 6, taken down by Psycho. I saw this live, this was right at the end of the war. And again, as you can see, Alalin, look at this. Missed the Queen as well. He's trying to get the Queen and the clan castle down at the start of the raid. That is the intention. So waiting for the Queen to get into a prime position, and here she is. 4 zaps on her head and a quake, and unfortunately he didn't get the Queen. So that happened. It's not the end of the world though. I'm glad it didn't throw him from the raid, because watch what happens now. It's going to be an entry point for the Queen and the King and the Warden, I think. Golems are heading in. It was slightly concerning that the Queen was alive, but you'll see that she doesn't actually do all that much damage or last that long. She's taken down quite soon-ish, soon after she gets involved in the attack. Now she's starting to put the damage in. Look, she's moved up quite closely, and then before we know it, the King's gone on to just finish her off, and she is done. But the question is, can he get an Inferno Tower down? Now we're about to find out. Here's the Queen, and ability popping now. There we are, straight onto that Inferno Tower. It's gone down. Can immediately start the Laloon, and sending in the Grand Warden straight away with them. So there's the couple of hounds onto that first air defense. Huge spray of loons to just cover all those external defenses, because the expos are down to ground. And you find that because of the huge threat that Valkyries offer to bases now, that you find a lot of ground facing expos, and the big difference that makes is that it does make Laloon easier when you've got the Warden ability as well to go in there. Obviously 11 on 11 triples are much rarer. You don't see that at all, really, but 11 on 10 dips, it's very much a viable strategy. I want to try some 10 on 10 Laloon, man. I want to try loads of stuff, but I think when this friendly challenge does come in, it's going to open up the game for me, because I'm going to be able to just get it's that execution that I lack. Because obviously I only get 1 attempt, everyone gets only 1 attempt. It's just difficult to get everything right from your head onto paper. Anyway, Dito getting 3-starred. Here we go, and this one's more of a GoVaHo. No Queen Walk. GoVaHo. Assuming there's golems, might not be. Minions to funnel at the start of the raid. Minions are always quite an efficient funneling unit, particularly if you can get them outside of the the Archer Tower sort of radius. Golem down, so it is a GoVaHo. Entry point being created. Can he get that spell factory down? That's I was going to say seemed to be a little bit of a difficult one. But funneling on the opposite side has been fine, up by 9 o'clock. There we go, funneling complete. Valk is going straight in, and he's going to use the Warden ability here and he's already done it, just while the Golem came out. Because the Golem's such a threat to Valks, because its explosion just takes all their health down completely, and then any giant bombs or anything like that they're completely vulnerable to. having that warden ability just to sort of essentially negate it and ignore that CC is so powerful as a strategy. So that's why you see it used quite often, and actually the timing of the warden ability is very key. Great use of hogs and loons there. So it was a good, what was that, a GoVaHo? Something like that. If you can identify which in this case he did, where hogs can benefit, and then extra defences where loons are coming good with the Valks. It's just, look, I mean, just look at the troops that are left, and you can just imagine that there was another minute on the clock, I'd imagine, surplus to the time we've just seen on the raid. Quick way to find out that is if we look at the actual total time of the raid. It's 2 minutes 17, which clearly means there's about 43 seconds left on the clock, so absolutely dominated there. Top and final sort of 11 on 10 attack we're going to see, which again by Rush, which I think was being run by Psycho this war, I think. Very similar attack actually. You can see you got loons, you got the hogs, you got the Valks. Were they the same base? Let's have a look. I think they were similar. I mean, if you look at the Spell Factory position, no, they weren't the same. They were similar, which is why he's done such a similar style attack. Sorry, blonde moment for me there. Anyway, minion funnel again. You can see strong use of it. Don't know why I'm in 4 times speed. Wait for the warden ability. We'll see it. There it is. Just as the Golem was about to pop, Valk's on perfect health. You could see they're already pushing through. They're actually just breaking through the next layer of wall. The jump spell is there waiting for them, raging through to that second Inferno. Get it down quick as key. It's down. And now look at this. Hogs in from the north. They are just looking crazy. A crazy amount of those. Couple of loons maybe for down the south side here might help. I'd have dropped the loons sooner, man. I'd have been straight down with them. I think down the bottom side would have been good for those guys. Haste with those hogs as well, looking good. Here go, a couple of those loons in at 3 o'clock, in at 5 o'clock, and that's it. Essentially, that should be enough to take down the base, which it has. Ability in check. And it's just such a cool way. You can't do it on 10 on 10 an attack like this, because that warden ability is so integral to it. The surviving of the Golem and the basically pushing through that almost that first Inferno Tower with full health. It makes such a big difference. But if you can do it like that, I mean, geez, make it look easy or what? Anyway, we'll pick. How about the one I failed? We'll take 2 out of the 3. We'll go for. Let's do the top 2. Sorry, Sean. Sorry, Sean. I'll make sure to bring you into the next one. Anyway, I failed on this. I tried to do a drag attack. Completely didn't. Zero starred. I honestly had such a shocking war, but then again, I'm not the best player. I'm not here to say that I am. I know a lot, but I often sort of fail on execution. I miss something, or I don't time something right, and it often lets me down. But I do, obviously, you've seen me triple. I do get them here and there. I'm just not the most consistent. Well, yeah, that's just part of it, I guess. That's part of most people. Everyone has their off days. Hopefully next time in an arranged war I'll be much better. Probably in the farm wars that are coming, I'll bring some 3 stars at least then. But yeah, trying to perform on the day is where I need to really improve, and I think I can start to do that with the introduction of this friendly battles. I'm going to do a proper thoughts video on that soon, and that'll probably gone up before this recap, I don't know. But if I have, or if I haven't, it doesn't matter, because my point was going to be, I was at first very dubious, because it's sort of like legalised modding, if you will. But when they announced, 24-hour cooldown on base, plus the fact you can't see bases on prep day, it does make a big difference. Because obviously then it doesn't affect war so deeply, and it still introduces that sandbox where you can test bases and test attacks and test attack styles and breed creativity, because a lot of the modding community that was, it did breed creativity for attacks. Ben has joined me, by the way, so apologies if he's an audio nightmare. But it did breed creativity. People having that unlimited ability to just keep testing different bases and attack styles meant that new attack strategies, whatever styles were born. And yeah, with that now available to the masses, maybe we're going to see some really interesting strategies start to emerge. And yeah, I'm genuinely excited for it. I think it's going to be a massive boost to Clash.
Daddy?
Yeah?
They don't even do Avalanche for me.
I'm charging it up for you?
Yeah.
Oh, you wish. This is coming to work with me. Anyway, you saw a nice, great entry point with the Valks at the top side there. Ben is now going to about to play with his truck, so it's going to go. So noisy. Can you sit still for a minute while I just do this last video, Ben? Yeah, okay. Apologies. Anyway, starting off with a bit of an archer at the top side there. Couple of loons at the start as well to try and weaken that arch tower, take it down. It did get it down. Yeah. Oh dear. You stay quiet a moment. Okay, Queen walk at the bottom side. I'm gonna blast through this now with Ben. Okay, Golem entry point. We got the Valkyries all going in, creating that route in towards the good freeze use there to take down the Eagle artillery, and then the Valks rush through. Couple of bowlers at the back end there just to try and get some extra %, which is kind of cool. But yeah, minions helping. Earthquake there, didn't quite use. I'd have used that at the start of the raid for sure. But anyway, the train's coming on my table. Brilliant. Anywho, great hits all round. Good job by Bao to get the barracks, to get the Town 11 down. And yeah, all round great war. We had really strong Town 11 performance, some good Town 10 on Town 10 hits as well, and that just made the war. Well, yeah, got us the win. So hope you've enjoyed my recap. Let me know your thoughts, comments in the let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Peace.